guest.
Oh my goodness. First episode in the new year.
Yes,
Happy New Year.
We did it. We are
did it.
here.
We made
It's
it.
2025. I can't believe it.
I'm Michelle Ozimi. I'm
Yes.
here with my co-host, Christy Becca. Thanks for being here.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
I'm cold. That's how I'm doing. I'm
You're
cold.
cold.
I've had it. And then
These
it's coming in
Texas
again.
weather. I know.
my gosh.
This weekend it's supposed to be freezing again.
I can't handle it.
You know what? This Texas girl, I'm good for one kind of like
I like one snow day.
Snowmageddon, you know,
Yeah,
let's have
I
our
need a
one.
day. That's
You
it.
know, just to kind of get all the feels and get the snow out of our system. But I'm ready for spring and summer. Like,
Well,
let's go.
it came too early this year.
It did, yeah.
Like, I literally barely got my daughter kicked out of the house for a couple days, and then she was back.
And she says that lovingly.
Lovingly. So much love. So much love. And, you know, she's 18. She's
Yeah.
a senior in high school,
Yeah.
you know, like your kids. They don't
Exactly.
really bother me. But here was the problem.
Yeah.
It's, are you going to fix this? Are you going to fix that? Because when it's a certain temperature, we do popovers.
Ah,
So
yes.
she literally
yes.
sticks her head out of her bedroom at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Are you going to fix popovers? And then goes back to sleep until noon. And so
Oh my God, of course,
I'm making the
of course,
popovers and
yes.
all the things. And then here's where I got in trouble.
Yes.
The Gossip Girl marathon started. Normally she watches that stuff, you know, on her iPad, on her
Right.
phone,
I
that
love
sort
that
of thing.
show.
I do too.
I love that show.
But she comes into the living room with all her blankets, turns on the TV, and how much work do you think I got done?
None.
None.
I can't even tell you. I think every parent who works and is an
Yes.
entrepreneur, when you have I have kids home for the holidays and college and all the things, and I have a teenager, high schooler, and
Yeah.
what you know, they sleep until noon. They stay up till all God's till 3
What
in the
are they
morning.
doing?
I mean, I couldn't get any sleep. I couldn't get any
Yeah.
work done. I mean, it's constantly, and you're right. And they eat
The
like
schedule's off every
it's-
couple minutes. And
and
she loses weight while she's doing it.
It's not fair.
What's going on?
It is not fair.
There's literally a picture. She got me so trapped in the Gossip Girl marathon. I go to bed. I'm like a
Yeah.
9:30 girl.
Okay.
So the Maltese
Ah.
is a 9:30 puppy.
Yes.
So I look over one night. It is 11:30. Still up watching Gossip Girl. Alan's long gone to bed. And this poor dog is laid out next to the bedroom door.
Oh my God.
Belly up, snoring. It was the saddest, most pathetic little thing. Like, I felt so bad.
That is hilarious because my
was so
Maltipoo,
funny.
I have a
Yes.
Maltipoo, yes, and she snores.
Yes.
All the time. She sleeps in bed with me, and
And
that
so
will
does
never
Tilly,
change.
but
it's
she
so
had
sweet.
just given up. Like, she's like, we're never going to bed.
You know, and I totally get it because my dog, she'll look at me and then she'll go sit on the stairs and she'll just sit there and wait. She'll
Yes.
wait to go to bed.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, that's when you know. She's like, Mom, are we done yet? Like,
Yeah.
we'll go. Here we go.
And she'll
Let's go
usually
to bed.
like curl up next to the door.
Oh,
but I
right.
guess she had been there for so long that she had just given up. Like, this is where I sleep now. Like, this
She's
is
like,
it.
I don't care. It's over.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. I'll sleep
So-
where I can.
So, yeah. So hopefully whatever's coming this weekend. Well, of course, they're out Monday anyway.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm like,
Yes.
are the kids ever going to be back in school
For a
full-time?
full week. For a
Like,
full week, please.
as a mom, a working mom, we need help.
We need
to work.
Yes.
I need
Oh my
peace.
gosh.
I need like a week.
I need my groceries to last for
Yes.
a couple days.
Oh my gosh.
I think Kroger delivered every day for a week straight. They
Easily.
probably thought 50 people lived in my
100%.
unit. Yeah. it
Yes.
was
When you start getting
ridiculous.
on a first name basis with the
embarrassing.
delivering people,
Yeah.
you're like, hi, it's us again.
Yeah,
Hi,
it's just
me.
us. It's fine.
Hi, we're the problem.
Yeah.
It's me.
So yeah, I'm ready.
Like-
I'm ready.
I'm so ready, but oh my gosh. But it's great to have the holidays, right?
Yes.
I feel like, it was great to kind of unplug and decompress.
nice. Yeah.
And because the hecticness of life, we're about to, gear up again and get started and
Hopefully.
yes, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I know. Hey, I'm thinking positive in the new year,
Yes.
right? 2025.
So
And
are you a
yes.
goal setter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are some of your big goals for 2025?
oh my gosh, other than survive it. Yeah. Anyone in real estate knows that
Yes.
2024 was just, it was tough.
It was rough. It was rough.
It was rough. It was really rough. And yeah,
What did you learn? Like, what was your biggest takeaway from 2024?
you know what? I had to learn, kind of going back to when I got divorced and kind of back into those motions and feels.
That's how bad real
That's how
estate
bad it was.
was.
That's how bad it was. I mean, between the high interest rates
Yeah.
and,
There was
the
no end.
There
It
was no
just-
end. And the NAR settlement. And
Yeah.
everything just kept going and going. And in a presidential election year. And it was just like,
All
oh
of
my
it.
God. all of it was such a nightmare. But I had to realize that, you know what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
It's true. It's
and
true.
you know what? I've already survived 100% of my worst days.
Yes.
And I was like, I can survive this and we can do it. And
Yeah.
it was just about going back to those, I guess, resiliency and, perseverance, and it's okay. It's just a season. It's rough.
Yeah.
But you're going to get through it. Like,
That's
keep
good.
going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Just
That's
like,
good.
don't quit.
Okay.
And have that, don't quit attitude.
Love that.
And just, because, and it's easy, let's be honest, when we had the good years, in real estate,
Sure.
it's like easy to get complacent and whatever business you're in, it's just,
Yes.
you're like, okay, these are the good years. And it does make you appreciate the good years. But when you have rough years and it's just like you have to dig your heels in deep, get back to the basics,
Yes.
and, really remember that it's all about relationships and, get back to the basics.
And
That's
that's
all about service, clients.
Yeah.
and really putting them, focusing like we always do, focus
Yeah.
on clients, but really make it more intentional.
Yeah.
Be really present and real,
Agreed. And to your point, for me, I think it was learning who and what
Yeah.
brought me joy in
Yes.
2024, even
Yeah.
though it was challenging,
Yeah.
and really niching down and focusing on those people. Like, not
Yes.
everyone needs to come into 2025 with me.
Amen.
And-
Amen. Yes.
And that's okay. That's okay. Doesn't mean they're bad. Like, it's not
100%.
necessarily that they were bad people or, anything like that. It's just, I can't please everyone. I can't do all the things. So I need to focus on
yes.
the right things and really dig into those and build my relationships there.
Absolutely. And that's funny that you say that, because I think we're on the same page on that, is instead of going wide, go deep.
Yes.
And, find your niches, find,
Yeah.
where you excel. And, mine is in the luxury space and luxury real estate. And, which is pretty much, Flower Mound and
Yes,
surrounding,
absolutely. Yeah.
South Lake, Hollyville, and, Lantana, Highland Village, and all that, which is where I live and my market share.
Yeah.
And really kind of honing in on that and not be all things to all people.
Yeah.
And that's
And I think you
really
could
hard.
do that in
Yeah.
21 and 22. It was just kind of
Yes.
like you cast a net and it was so
Yes.
busy, you were going to get something.
Exactly.
And that worked.
yeah.
Now it's different. You've
Absolutely.
really got to, like you said, hone your niche, find your people, and
Yes.
sell your value to them.
100%. And and kind of circling, kind of going in a sidestep direction, as we're talking real estate and all
Yeah.
the things. Let's talk about the fires in California.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so devastated,
It's awful.
as for those of you watching too, we're
It's so sad. So sad.
our hearts and prayers and thoughts go out to so many of those people who have lost everything.
Yeah.
Lost everything. And, we've personally been affected. I know our extended family, there's a few people in our extended family who live out in LA.
Oh,
They've lost
wow.
everything.
Really?
Absolutely lost
Devastating.
everything. Devastating.
And it happens so fast.
It happens so fast.
So fast.
And one minute it's like, okay, we're getting evacuation orders. And the next minute everything's gone.
Yeah.
And it's like the next day you go back to nothing.
Yeah.
Like you have 5 minutes to get out.
I watched
It's awful watching everything on the news.
I watched an interview with Cameron Matheson. He's a
Yeah.
old daytime soap opera dude, and he was talking about he lost his
Ugh.
everything in the fires.
It's
But
terrible.
it was so fast.
Yeah.
They'd received the evacuation orders. He was watching TV to get the updates
Yeah,
and
of
things
course.
like that.
Yeah.
He noticed that in the updates he was receiving that one of the surrounding neighborhoods near him was on fire. By the time he basically got his family and pets out
Yeah.
the door, his house was on fire.
Oh my God.
Like, it was that fast.
it was that fast. Have
Like,
you seen some of those? Did you see it where those guys
just-
were filming from inside on
Yeah.
their phones, filming from inside their house?
No, I
and
haven't
the
seen that.
blaze was literally in their backyard.
Oh, it's
like a whole
terrifying.
entire wall of fire.
Terrifying.
And they're staying in their house. First of all, I'm like, what in the hell are you doing?
Yeah, get out,
staying in
get
your
out.
house
Yes.
at this moment in time. And they're like sitting back filming this thing. And I'm like, okay.
I'd be gone. I'd be
Yeah,
gone.
exactly. I'm like, get
So-
your stuff, get your dogs.
And God bless
get
the
out.
firefighters. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
The work that they're doing is just incredible.
100%. And it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
All of it is heartbreaking. And on that note, I just want to say too that a lot of people have been asking, and as well as myself and whatnot, what can we do from here? Like,
Yeah.
what can we do from the DFW area?
Right, for sure.
To help. And you feel helpless when you're watching these people and all these things. Well, I will tell you that we are doing something about it. So out there, everyone, great segue. I'm just saying, but a friend of mine who owns Stella Jets She is.
Oh, yes.
Tia. Yes. She'll be on our podcast.
Can't wait.
I know. Yes. I'm so excited. Anyway, so we are partnering. I'm full transparency. I'm an equity partner in Stella Jets, but we are partnering with several people across the DFW area, and we are filling a jet. And so we are filling a jet with supplies.
Oh, very cool.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So we are partnering with a nonprofit, and it's based in LA. It's called Trina's Foundation, and they work with women and children in homeless situations.
Okay.
And they help them with their basic needs. And they've been around for 10 years, and they're boots on the ground in LA.
Okay.
And so they are saying these are the things that we need, because we called them and we worked with them in this past December, to help the homeless women and children here in the DFW area, and doing a toy drive and whatnot. And so when we saw this on the fires and saw everything that happened in California, we called them and said, hey, how can we help? You guys are in LA, boots on the ground. Obviously you're there, you see the need. And they were saying, hey, we need baby items. Think about it. When you have nothing and you've lost everything, you need basics.
You need diapers. Basics. You need
diapers,
toothpaste,
formula, toothpaste, and toilet paper, and so anyway, so we're filling a jet. So if you want to participate in the DFW area, go to fillajet.com.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay.
Fillajet.com. All the details, drop-off locations are listed on there. And, if you want to get involved, and we are loading up our cars on Thursday and bringing it to the hangar in Addison, and loading the jet, and it'll take off on Friday, and bringing supplies from DFW area.
That's awesome.
So,
love that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I just want to, put it out there if you're wondering how you can help and what you can do.
So cool. Fillajet.com.
Fillajet.com.
Love it.
And we'll get all the support there. So
cool.
Anyway, but yeah, so terrible to hear about the fires, and even the real estate there. I've been talking to some agent friends out there, because I'm like, what's going on out there? And it's disgusting. I hate to say it's disgusting for houses that have been listed out there.
Yeah.
And been sitting on the market, for umpteen million days. And they've been sitting on the market, these people, because there's so many thousands of people that have been displaced.
Yeah.
They're looking at any options, and every option to rent or find a house or whatever. These people out there are absolutely, price gouging.
Yeah.
And,
which is sad.
Which is completely sad. It's terrible, taking advantage of a terrible tragedy and situation, is awful.
Not as tragic as people losing their homes and their lives, but another interesting
thing
about the fires, not only some of the architecture that we've lost.
Yes.
Incredible architecture. And incredible art collections.
Oh my gosh!
It's been estimated, because my husband's an artist. So
yes,
he's been seeing that perspective
oh my gosh, that's right.
They've estimated so far that there's close to $1 billion in artworks that have been destroyed.
Oh my God!
That can't be replaced.
Yeah,
it's original artwork.
They're original. Oh my God! Like houses could be rebuilt, but you cannot replace art.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God! I didn't even think it that's
right,
not that's not one thing that you
think
of when you're thinking of of all the loss. But you're right, businesses and things. But you're right, irreplaceable, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Artwork and sculptures and all. Oh my gosh!
Crazy, because they were magnificent homes, so they had magnificent.
I was about to say, oh my gosh, yes, absolutely,
true collections. So.
Oh my God, it's so sad. And not only that, did you hear about the insurance companies that pulled out? Prior, a couple months ago, which is
horrific,
awful, and terrible. I understand they have a business they have to run, and I get that. They're for-profit businesses.
Absolutely.
I understand that. But, and I think their hands, not to, and I feel bad for State Farm, because they're being villainized,
they're
as
getting
the
brunt of it. Yeah.
They're getting the brunt of it. But they did, in all fairness, to the insurance companies, they did, of course, I don't know all the ins and outs of the laws there in California, but I do know that they did talk to the commission about, hey, listen, we have to raise our rates because of all the, uncertainty of the potential for devastation in California for mudslides and fires and things like that. We have to raise our rates, and the commission said no.
Disasters across the country over the last few years.
Oh my gosh.
Like first we had COVID, and then it just
and the hurricanes. And it just hasn't stopped.
It hasn't stopped. So.
It's like, okay, God, we get it.
We'll behave.
We'll behave.
I promise.
I swear we'll be good. We'll try. We'll try. Yeah. So anyway, so our prayers and thoughts. I just.
For sure.
What can he do? What can he do?
Okay. So what's a goal you have for 2015?
Yes.
Almost said 2015.
2015. That's how long it's been, people.
Yes.
You know, we're wiping off the cobwebs here today. It's been a minute.
Oh my goodness. So 2025 goals.
Yes, 2025 goals. Yes, in real estate, I have a couple. In real estate, to be again going back to the client service, I love my clients, and I've always loved my clients. But it's a matter of being more intentional and really like loving on them more.
Okay.
Yeah. In ways of I will be terrible. I'm terrible. Like if you're my clients out there, I love you. But I'm terrible about sending out like gifts and little, Christmas cards and all there are agents out there that are so organized.
There are.
And on top of it, God bless them.
It's not me.
My clients, I love you. It's just hard. Those little things.
Do you feel like, so this is a real question, not trying to negate what you're trying to do.
Right.
But if that's not your natural personality.
Right.
And that's not something that you necessarily enjoy receiving, do you feel like the clients you attract are the same way?
I think so. Yeah. Like they don't care whether they get the little pop by gifts or the little cheesy things. I'm sorry, but that shit's cheesy. Oh, I can't say that either, can I? Sorry.
You're forgiven. Sorry, God.
Sorry.
We said we'd.
It's been a minute. But yeah. So, I think they do. I mean, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's kind of the point I was making and it's also, me being stubborn because I don't want to do those things either.
Yes.
And I don't like those things.
Exactly. I think a genuine call, checking in. Hey, how are you doing? Saying hi.
Yeah.
How's the family? All that stuff. To me, I run my business. Like what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Like I am who I am, whether it's like on camera, I'm who I am off camera.
Right.
Like I don't know how to be any other way.
Yes.
And that either.
And I don't want to have to make excuses for who I was a couple weeks ago. Like this is who I am. Like it is what it is. So yes, agreed.
And I think that is one of my goals of more like self-care, more like self-discovery of truly living my authentic self.
Yeah.
And not having to do, please, other people as much as we, I see myself, as I reflected on 2024 and reflected on things, I hate saying no, and I hate saying no to people, and I hate saying, because I do, if I can make it happen, I'll do my best to make it happen.
Right.
But what I find myself doing is saying yes, and all these things. And then I realize, and then I'm wondering, why am I so exhausted at the end of the day? Why have I not gotten this done or this done or this done for myself?
Yes.
And I realize, I'm like, hold on a minute.
Let me look at my calendar.
Exactly. For everyone, but not doing for myself. And so I know in women, I know you can relate out here, right? From, working women, it's just, you can't pour from an empty cup.
No.
And I know it's a cliche and we say that all the time, but as I reflected on the past year, I was like, I ran myself ragged.
Yeah.
I can honestly sit there and say, as I decompressed over the holidays, what do I want my 2025 to look like, and, kind of form, my calendar and how that looks like. I had to put myself back in the calendar.
Yes.
Like really, truly back in the calendar. And I know Tom Ferry, I know if you're in the real estate world, Tom Ferry, and he says it best. It's like, if you don't put yourself in the calendar, you will never do things for yourself.
No.
Like, period.
You think you will.
You think you will.
And then
exactly.
your roots are like 3 feet. It's like, did you die? What's happening?
Like, where are you?
Or she sees you on camera and says, I need you to come in.
She's like, I love you. This is an intervention.
Yes. These are the days I'm free. I've gotten that text more than a few times.
It's when you're coming.
So
that is hilarious. I actually have a hair appointment on Fridays.
No, I know it's time. It's time for me. It's
time.
so true. It's so true though. And that's one of, with my Sunday planning, it's huge. Like people will make fun of me because everything is an appointment. If I'm going to the gym on Monday at 8 a.m., that's an appointment in my calendar. If I'm going to go at 4 on Tuesday, that's an appointment in my calendar. Because if it's not going to get done.
It 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm always in a meeting.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Unless
no one needs to know what that meeting is.
Exactly. Unless my kids,
God bless them.
God love you. You're like, I know you're not in a meeting. Like, oh, I know you're not in a meeting. I know. Are you getting your lashes done? Are you getting Botox? It's like,
why aren't you in school?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what are you doing? And why are you?
Get to class.
Exactly. Yes. I'm like, it's none of your business.
Mine do.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Mom, are you at Bath and Body Works without me? Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
Shouldn't you be in chemistry?
Yeah, right. I'm like, who's the parent here?
Exactly.
Like, who-
exactly. We've lost all control.
We've lost all control. Yes, yes. My daughter the other day, I was at Tom Thumb and she was tracking me.
And sent you a list.
It sent me a list. She's
Happens
like,
all the time.
all the time. She's like, hey, I noticed you're at Tom Thumb. I need you to get this, this, and this.
How
I
do
was
you
like,
just notice
how
that?
do you just notice that? And she was in school. I'm like,
Yes.
shouldn't you be studying?
Something.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What is happening?
I'm glad
Yes.
we're in the same boat.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And
You
I think
give them-
girls are worse about it for sure.
Oh, what? 10,000%.
Yeah.
10,000%. She's always like, well, what are you doing? Why are you there? I'm like, well, it's none of your business. Why I'm there.
Okay, well, while you're there, can you get me?
I do-
It's always, can you get me? And I
Can
don't
you
care
get me?
where I am.
Oh.
She needs something from there.
1,000%.
Doesn't
Does
matter.
not matter. Target. Oh, mom, you're a Target. I need. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're fine without it. You don't need another trip to Sephora. Oh my gosh. I know.
I think I work for Sephora.
I'm like, don't even start it. Oh my gosh. Okay. What about your goals for 25?
So, okay, that's my biggest one is niching down
Yes.
and being very intentional about my daily action steps
Yes.
because they don't
I
have
love
to be
that.
huge to make a
Yeah.
big impact.
Yeah.
Something I heard today on a podcast I was listening to is what you do for the next 90 days will absolutely set up your year. So
I love, yes.
if I'm
Sure.
doing my little simple action steps,
Yeah.
what an incredible year we can have.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
you know what happens? You know, Monday comes along and all the fires break out.
Oh, 100%.
And
Yep.
so you don't get any of those. I mean, because they're simple. There's only a few of them. I mean,
Right.
really, when it comes to lead generating, especially for as long as some of us have been in the business,
Yes. Yeah.
it doesn't have to be 2 hours on the phones. It's
Yeah.
some very simple steps that you take. You do them on a daily basis,
Yes.
15, 20 minutes.
Yes.
But then the next thing you know, Monday is Tuesday, Tuesday is Wednesday. And
absolutely.
you haven't done anything.
Exactly.
And I think that's what happens to most agents is we just drift and then it's been a month and you haven't done
Exactly.
one thing except keep yourself busy doing busy work
right.
that didn't generate any business. And then you wonder why you have no money.
Yeah, 100%.
clients,
Yeah,
no listings.
yeah, and I think in the real estate industry, in you know maybe unlike some industries, but you know it's always the last minute call or the client like, hey, you know we just because a house popped up.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to go see this. Hey, can we do this? So you could have your schedule planned.
Yes.
But at the same time, and then all of a sudden it just goes haywire.
Yes. And then
Because
you've not
then
done
you have to-
anything.
exactly.
And that client didn't buy anything.
Exactly.
And you didn't do so yes.
Yeah, and so it's really easy to get off track.
So that's that's for
with
me
clients,
is
yeah.
those daily business builders is really digging in and making sure those get done on a daily basis.
I
so every
love
day
that.
I'm rewriting them in the morning in
Yes.
my calendar. I'm doing these 5 things. These are the 5 things I'm doing today.
Oh,
And then check 'em off.
I love that. You know, someone in the real estate industry, and I forgot who it was, or else I'd quote them. But they were saying the AM belongs to you, and then the afternoon belongs to your clients.
It was Brendan Burchard. Was it Brendan? No, it wasn't Brendan Burchard.
No.
I heard the same thing.
Right?
I
Right?
heard
Exactly.
It, yeah.
Yeah. You time block. You do all your calls. You
Yeah.
do all your like planning or working out or whatever. The morning's for you, and then once it hits the afternoon,
Yeah.
then that's for your clients. That's when you book your
It
showings.
was the Tom Ferry webinar that was posted on the snow day, and it was 3 hours.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Jimmy, was it Jimmy Macon?
It wasn't Jimmy Mackin, but it was the female.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I gave the wrong credit, but yes.
But yes, she was fantastic.
Oh, fantastic.
In fact, I'm including some of her stuff in
yes.
the liftoff class. Which
Oh my God.
perfect
Yes.
segue.
Perfect segue. See, we are so on it
So
today.
good. So good. So I'm really excited about this.
Me too. Okay.
So
yeah.
join us January 24th.
Yes.
It is free. I'm sure that we will post the link, but it is
Yes.
called Liftoff, and it's myself, it's Christy, Ashley Gentry is
Yes.
emceeing.
Yes.
And then we have the incredible Wayne Salmons and Corey Turner.
Yes.
Did I get everyone?
I think
It's going to
yes.
be a great day.
I am so excited. Okay, where is it going to be?
It's going to be here at Cherry Creek Mortgage. It's
Yes.
next Friday. It starts at 10 o'clock.
I love it. And you don't
And-
even necessarily have to be in real estate. Just it's
Yeah,
a
just join us.
yeah. Join us. It's another business builder
Yeah.
thing.
We're going to be talking, it's going to be marketing, it's going to be business planning, and I'm going to be talking about really how to incorporate all of those things into your week. How to plan your week
I love
for
it.
success. So,
I love
and then
it.
after
I
that, we've
love
got
it.
headshots. I think there's a happy hour. Like, it's going to be a fun day, guys.
It's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
And you're going to have serious FOMO if you're not there.
Yes. So
And
you can register somewhere.
yeah, I know. We'll have a link. We'll post a link.
We'll post the link. But it's next Friday. I can't wait.
I cannot
It's gonna be
wait.
so much
I'm
fun.
so excited.
Yeah.
I'm also talking
Lots of
about
energy.
Yes, lots of energy. I cannot wait. Everyone is an amazing speaker. So I'm just, I'm not worthy. Not worthy.
It's gonna be fun.
So it's going to be a great time. And I'll be talking about, how to build your brand. through the community, through
which is huge. I'm very excited
through
for that.
community involvement, which is a passion of mine, obviously.
Yeah.
And hey, FemWib, as
Good
you're
morning,
out there.
good morning.
Good morning, ladies. And yes, so I'm super excited about that, and just whatever I can bring to the table to help people and your brand, because let's face it, whether you're selling, I don't care, toothpaste, toilet paper, houses, whatever, you are your brand.
Absolutely.
You're a walking, talking brand, and you represent,
especially in the smaller entrepreneur space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. And and that matters. It matters how you show up.
Yeah.
And and only you can control how you show up,
It's the
right?
one thing you can control.
That is the one thing you can control. That's
Yes.
right. Yes. I was having that conversation with my daughter this morning. I'm like, you can't control what, because she was having an issue with, some girls in her class or whatever. And just kind of the mean girl thing in high school.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's decades, age-long problems, right?
I mean, it still happens when you're 50.
100%.
Yeah, it
right?
doesn't change.
Exactly.
It doesn't change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't change but your age.
Yeah, my
That's
20
it.
My 20, I guess she's almost 25. We had this conversation a couple weeks ago. She was like, I thought I would be past all that. I was like, no.
Oh,
it never ends.
It never ends.
Yeah, they just get meaner.
Yes. Yes, they get meaner and more
They
direct.
learn.
They
Yeah.
learn, yes, exactly. And some people are still in high school. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And they become your boss. So good luck.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm self-employed.
And that's exactly what I was trying to tell her. She's like, but it's not fair, and they do this. And I was like, listen, you can't control what other people say, do, feel, react. You can only control
How you respond. Yeah.
1,000%.
And if you're proud of yourself at the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm like, lead in with kindness, always be kind.
Yeah.
But be assertive, stand up for yourself, stand your ground and be respectful.
Absolutely.
And that's all that, and if they're not, then, those aren't your people.
And it's
That's
the
not
same
your
in business.
circle. It's
the same in business.
100%. It's the same in business.
Yeah.
And that's one thing too that I've learned. Not everyone is a client, and
No.
not everyone you want to be your client.
No, the
you know?
ones that you really, really
Yes.
fight for, sometimes you regret that.
At 100%.
And I think that's what I'm learning, is really learning to let go as we
Yes.
talk about that niching down. Like, it's kind of a cliche term these days.
Yes.
But really,
Yes.
like, it's learning who is for you
Yes.
and who's going to help build you up as you help
Yes.
build them up. And
Yes.
and I think as we go into 2025, I think that's what more
Yes.
and more people are learning and experiencing.
yeah.
And I think that, even though it feels like it's a smaller pool,
Right.
that's going to make you more successful and happier.
100. Yes.
Happier.
I think when you know your worth,
Yeah.
and you know truly who you are, and that, I think, not only admits itself, it oozes, you bring that energy
Yeah.
into a room.
Yeah.
And and that's also, again, going back to your vibe is your tribe.
Yeah.
I think you attract those people too,
Yes.
of who you want. And I'm definitely now, I guess 10 years into real estate, more selective with
Yeah.
who I work with, and
Absolutely.
why, and
Yes.
all those things. And even when, because 2024 was not my best year in real estate. I've had other, banner
I don't
years.
think it was anyone's.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it was anyone's really, let's be honest. And, and so it does, it weighs on you.
Yeah.
Like I will say, I was like, cause you're supposed to, in business, you want to have the upward
You wanna go up.
trajectory. You want to
Yeah.
go up.
Yeah.
And when you have a down year, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Like,
didn't plan for that.
I didn't
want
plan.
that.
Yeah, I didn't want that. Like, what happened? Like,
Because the expenses don't go down.
Oh, no. Yeah. The expenses, especially with 2 kids, are like, they go straight up.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so you have to learn how to pivot and readjust.
Yes.
And pivot and all those things, and really kind of just, I think that's where I'm kind of going with this. And for, 2025 is
Yeah.
really like, honing in on being, like you said, more intentional and focused and deliberate.
Yeah.
And, in my actions, and saying no more.
Yes.
Just simply saying no.
Yeah.
And it's okay to own it,
Yeah.
to say no. Because
Absolutely.
people always feel bad. Like, oh, I can't be there, or no, I don't want to do this, or, it's no. I think there's a freeingness when you say no.
When you say no and you mean it and you realize what it's opened up for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. When you say no to those things that don't benefit you,
Yeah.
you're opening up the door for
Something
everything
to
that
come in
is,
that does. Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I love it.
So sign up for Liftoff.
Yes.
Sign up for Liftoff. We will have the information in the notes, and we cannot wait to see you next
Yes.
Friday.
Yes. Next
And-
Friday here. We're so excited.
So
Get your tickets, sign
Yes.
up. It's free.
it's free.
Did we
It's
say
gonna be
it's
fun.
free? And
gonna
there's a happy hour?
Yes.
I know there's people out there. Yes, you like your happy hours?
Yes.
I know who you are.
Yes.
Come
yeah,
on.
on a Friday. So it's
On
perfect.
on a Friday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we will see you next time
Yes.
on Winning Women's Wednesday.